A very funny story out of Staten Island. It's from the New York Post, but you might like this. It's uh, it's New York activist Scott Lobaido decided to do some beautification around Staten Island, and unfortunately, the city wasn't too appreciative of it, and used the long arm of the law to tell him to cut it out. Well, with the flowers, of course, you know. Let's see what happened here. It says notorious New York City activist Scott Lo Baido admits he used flowers to block speed cameras. His explanation was "On the Beautification Squad" by Amanda Woods. Hmm. Oh, I just got a post from Nancy Pelosi. Who the F cares? So, notorious Staten Island artist and activist Scott Lobaido appeared in court Monday accused of blocking speed cameras with a bouquet of fake flowers in his latest vendetta stunt, prosecutors said. Lobaido, 59, was arraigned on charges of second-degree obstruction of governmental administration and third-degree criminal tampering, both misdemeanors, for allegedly impeding the devices with floral arrangements on two different dates this year, according to the Staten Island District Attorney's Office. I mean, you couldn't put it on Valentine's Day? The beautification squad is me, Lobaido confessed to the detective, according to a criminal complaint. I'm the beautification squad. I'm sorry, I kind of laughed because this is hilarious. Lobaido is accused of attaching the flowers to the top of a pole at Richmond Avenue and Oakdale Street on January 14, as well as Van Duzer Street and Maxine Court on February 4th, according to the court documents. I don't know why he didn't do it on Valentine's Day. I mean, that would have been the most romantic day of the year, right? You need to break the drivers on that day? You know, and in a hurry to get what they have to get going, you know, get that Valentine's and flowers and candy and stuff in time. Yeah, that would have been better. An employee of Verida Mobility, which maintains the cameras, told police that the bustling blockage prevented the cameras from recording the street and preventing them from catching speeding violators. Is everybody really speeding? Or are you just doing that to make some money? Sorry, you know, we have to ask these questions. In both cases, Lobaido was joined by another person who simply described to investigators his pal who chauffeurs and photographs him. He didn't know what I was doing, Lobaido said, according to the complaint. During his Monday arraignment, Lobaido was granted an adjournment in contemplation of the dismissal. Prosecutor said Lobaido, flunked by his attorney, Mark Fonte, held a press conference after the court hearing. I have to admit that I was putting these flowers as beautification public art statements, which I'm famous for because these ugly things on the poles were apparently cameras, and I was putting these flowers up to beautify the community, Lobaido said to the reporter, according to Staten Island events. Yeah, it was just beautifying the community. That's all. Those cameras are ugly. You know, you gotta beautify the stuff. You know, you can't put all this ugly stuff there and downgrade the appearance of the community. Even if it's for a good cause, you should you know. So Fonte hailed his client as a national treasure and an American hero, the paper reported. 99% of Staten Islanders know those speed cameras are money-grabbing cameras, the lawyer said. It's all about the city of New York reaching their hands into the pockets of hardworking people of Staten Island and separating them from their money. While the Staten Island District Attorney Michael McMahon described protests as an essential aspect of democratic expression. He said Lobaido's alleged actions crossed the line from lawful advocacy to criminal advocacy. Yeah, okay. Placing fire plots in a manner that blocks traffic cameras and prevent the enforcement of traffic safety laws is certainly an act of protest and not the crime of the century, but nevertheless, it's a crime. Why should it be a crime? McMahon says in a statement, like most of the islanders, I love the omnipresence of the street cameras, which we seem to have a way more than our fair share compared to other boroughs. You're beginning to realize that, aren't you now? Man. And yet, this does not give Staten Island District Attorney or any other resident of our borough the right to in, intentionally disrupt their operation and decide what functions our local government are allowed to exist and which do not. Yeah, it's called election. And they didn't elect the people to put these cameras up there. So Lobaido other alleged stunts including hanging trunk crossing signs in Manhattan last fall and releasing 100 pink penis-shaped balloons outside the downtown courthouse where the current President Hush money trial was taking place. Oh yeah, I think he was telling DA Alan Braggs he's you know yeah, he's a big one too. The conservative prerogator was also cuffed back in March for allegedly tossing pizza over the gates of City Hall in protest of a plan to ban coal and wood-fired pizza ovens in the Big Apple restaurants. No, he was just feeding the pigeons. Everybody feeds the pigeons. What's wrong with throwing a pizza to a pigeon? You know, pigeons like pizza too, don't they? I mean, the subway rat eat pizza. Why couldn't the pigeon? And that's about it. But I'm making fun of New York City because all these clowns that they want all these enforcement stuff. They're doing to put it in their pockets. They're not really doing it for safety reasons. I mean, if the speed camera was out there like during school hours, it's one thing. But when they put it out for 24 hours a day, some days a week, 365 days a year, when school's not in session, that's a whole different ball of wax. But yeah, if Black Lives Matter were blocking the camera, do you think they would be going after them? I highly doubt it. So, the Southcast ain't so long for now. Don't forget your stop. And just be careful where you place your flowers. Yeah.